I never thought I knew everything there was to know about me, because I've been learning, changing, and growing into a better me each day, each season, each year. But somehow this me that exists with you makes me feel that I can be better than I ever imagined. It's as though my learning, changing, and growing was and is intertwined into bearing witness to the evolution of a better you with this me. And I believe my emotional overflow is born out of your love touch to my spirit. I can stand here before you, open and unashamed. And the vulnerabilities of my soft spots and areas of weakness, they're not erased, but somehow they're soothed, comforted, cared for, and healed with this you. And no matter what I do, I don't have to worry, because we're on a journey to grow together. And I got you like you got me. Yeah, this me.
Hey y'all, so listen, that video you just saw I did in 2013. And for this birthday, of course, I was going to try to do some profound message video that shared all these important things that I've learned over the 50 years or whatever. And then I started going through pictures that I wanted to be in the video and ways that I was going to do it. Realized that I have a lot of pictures. So I am going to share a boatload of pictures just for you really quickly today to say, be happy, smile more, and do so on purpose. If I've learned nothing else, it is simply that life is hard enough on its own. So smile, people.
Joseph Epps and Sharon D. Berry created me, a beautiful baby girl born on August 16, 1970. My mom used to tell me a story about going to the movies that Sunday, eating a hot dog and getting sick, and then she fast forwards to being in the hospital, getting put to sleep, and waking up to learn she had a little girl. Since she and my dad were teens, I truly owe my life in the early years to my grandmothers, K.D. Berry and Evelyn Bell. Now, my preteens is where things get a little bit sticky. Mom was still young, so we were no longer living with my grandma, and I was exposed to a few men from whom my mom couldn't protect me. Truth be told, she couldn't always protect herself. I think it's interesting that I kept smiling through, because sometimes the sadness was so deep. A little over a year after graduating from high school, my first husband and my firstborn son, William, and I would be living in Hawaii. The broken girl in me didn't want to go, but my mom tried to encourage the woman in me to make my family work. I went and I tried until I didn't want to try anymore. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but these smiles, this attitude, this kind of joy came from somewhere deep inside. If I might have done anything differently during this time, it would have been to manage my debt and credit, to live within my means, and to finish my education. Other than that, my 20s were an absolute blast. I might have blinked too fast and gone through a brief relationship that was a nightmare, but it resulted in my joys that were Sean and Kaya. If it were not for that, I wouldn't have them. And the reality of my existence is that my 3 children truly saved my life. Having them was the best thing to ever happen to me. Being a single mom was hard, but I do truly thank God for family. I thank God for supportive friends, and I thank God for gifted therapists. I started off my 30s in a really bad marriage, and you don't even fully realize how you become a victim until after you escape. You also don't realize how much time is passing until the time is past. Once you start the journey back, you just gotta make every moment count. I'm still learning how to live this life, so I don't strive for perfection. What I do strive for is more good, more better, more best. The earlier you come to accepting yourself in place and time, the more enjoyable life can be. We don't get to choose when or where we come to be, so if you have a choice, choose doing over not doing. Choose focus over uncertainty. Choose faith over fear. Choose self-love over external validation. Choose you first. Once you make a choice to take care of you, you will find that the other things in life begin to fall into place. Those other things will be imperfect. They'll be flawed, and they'll often be challenging. They will have you asking why, or even why me. Because you are strong enough, crazy enough, radical enough, smart enough, practical enough, beautiful enough, optimistic enough, fly enough, wise enough, experienced enough, powerful enough, and resourceful enough. You are enough to accomplish all the things that were designed uniquely for you as part of your purpose on this earthly realm. I don't know if I believe that everyone gets back on track to where they were originally headed. I'm sure that I believe that everyone has the opportunity to get where they need to be now and on purpose. For now, in this moment. The people you get to share life with along the way really provide the basis for what our lives can look like, feel like, and for the most part, we get to choose them too. So love as fully and completely as possible. Let hurts go. That may be easier said than done, but the moment you do it, the better you'll feel. I've cried a lot of days, but my mom and both my grandmas always used to say that time is wasted on tears. Cry only a little while, then get up and get back to business. This journey to 50 has had far more ups than downs. And if 50% of my life is behind me, I'm about to set this next 50 on fire.